Listen, I have no authority to direct the FBI. So my threats and conspiracy theories mean nothing. I'm just saying, with how some teams appear to be moving, it's a little suspicious. I'm just saying, my big playmaker ain't going to be on the bench in the fourth quarter. What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advance Sports Talk. All right, so Week 16 Sunday afternoon games have concluded. Yes, I know I'm doing this video much later in the week. Matter of fact, at the time of me recording this video, there are some Week 17 games that are continuing on. But I got a schedule to keep, so I'm going to keep it. All right, now, nevertheless, we're going to breeze through these. Luckily, our first game I've already covered on Buck Dynasty, and that would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Carolina Panthers. This was not an impressive display on either side. There was no impressive quarterback play. There was there was one very good catch by Emeka Egbuka for like 40 yards. But yeah, other than that, there wasn't nothing that really stood out in this game. I'm sorry, Tetairoa McMillan. He had a good game. 6 receptions, 73 yards for a touchdown. The announcers couldn't seem to shut up about him. So, yeah, he did good. Actually, hold on, let me take that back. Bryce Young did all right. 21 for 32, 191 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, 18 for 26, 145 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And you know what? And it was just the Bucks just faded in the fourth quarter. That's really what it was. They was in control. They had a chance to really ice the game out, but they kept turning the ball over, punting the ball away. And on the last drive where we actually could have gone down to really get a touchdown and then go ahead, Baker threw an interception. There was a miscommunication between him and Mike Evans. Mike thought Baker was going to scramble, so he broke off his route. Baker threw the ball to where Mike Evans was, thinking that he was going to be there, and he wasn't. So Baker accepted responsibility for it. He said, Mike's the veteran. He should learn to trust his instincts. Now, that leaves right now the Panthers in first place of the NFC South. The first time that the placement has switched since week 1. So, all right, here we are. Let's see. Yeah, Panthers beat the Bucks 23-20. Now, the Bucks aren't out of it yet. If they win these last 2 games, which they have Miami and Carolina again, in 2 weeks. So we may be able to catch them. I think we might have to hope for a Carolina loss this week. But they play the Seahawks. Now, I don't know if they clinched. I believe they clinched the division. But did they clinch the 1 seed? No, they clinched the playoffs, but they did not clinch division and home. No, they didn't clinch home field. So they might have to. So Seattle might have to. They might have to actually play that game, but we'll see. Yeah. Nevertheless, that's where the Bucks are right now. And you know what? They got nobody to blame but themselves. Yeah, I know you see the hats behind me, but yeah, I'm very scrupulous with my judgment. We lost 3 back-to-back division games, and this is really oddly reminiscent of the our 2008 season when we 5-1, 5-3. And all we had to do was just win one game and we would have got in. But yeah, we ended up losing down the stretch. The only team that we swept was the Saints. Yeah, that was bad. But no, nevertheless, moving on. New England Patriots versus the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, this one was definitely a head scratcher. Now Zay Flowers fumbling, can't do nothing about that. But nevertheless, despite that, the Ravens were still in a position to win this game. Yeah, what it all boiled down to, the last drive, last 2 minutes actually, you're shredding them with Derrick Henry. After Derrick Henry got that touchdown at the top of the fourth quarter, we didn't see him again for the rest of the game. Yeah, the following drive, the Patriots went down, scored a touchdown. That's fine. Ravens are still ahead. Then the fumble happened, and then the Patriots drive down again, and they score. They get a rushing touchdown with Ramondre Stevenson just above the 2-minute warning, and then for whatever reason they just never thought to put Derrick Henry back in the game, even though Derrick Henry was rushing, was tanking their defense, and they just never thought to put him back in. So yeah, Drake May balled out with 380 yards passing and 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Lamar Jackson, I believe, got hurt. Derrick Henry had 18 carries for 128 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble. That's right, he fumbled too. Stephon Diggs balled out, 9 receptions for 138 yards. Zay Flowers for 7 out of 7 for 84 yards. So yeah, outside of that fumble, Zay actually did pretty good. But yeah, nevertheless, Patriots beat the Ravens 28-24, and that was the Ravens' must-win game. Yeah, because they lost to the Steelers last week, and yeah, they might actually be out of it because Steelers also won this week. Hold on, let me check to see their standings. Yeah, Steelers are 2 games up, so they need to pray for a Steelers loss this week. And do they go head-to-head with them again? Yes, at the end of the season. So they're in the same position that we're in. Win out and cross your fingers for a tiebreaker. Oh, man. Yeah, so yeah, Patriots won 28-24. Next, Buffalo Bills versus the Cleveland Browns. And yeah, Bills beat the Browns 23-20. Browns defense was doing their job. Let's see what happened. Yeah, Shador was 20 for 29, 157 yards. And let's see, 1 touchdown through 2 interceptions. Bills defense was no joke. James Cook, 16 carries for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, it's the last score the Bills got was in the third quarter. A 41-yard field goal from Michael Bagley. Was it Michael Bagley? Yeah, Michael Bagley. So yeah, at that point they were up by 13. Then the Browns got a touchdown at the end of the third quarter. Then they kicked the field goal near the beginning of the fourth quarter, and they just never produced any more points after that. But in kind, the Bills never produced any more points after that. So yeah, this was definitely within Cleveland's power to win this game. I don't know what's going on. Every week, I hear a different type of scandal coming out of that locker room between Shedeur Sanders and Kevin Stefanski. This week it was about the wrist pads, the wristbands, the wristbands that got all the play calls and everything on it. Somebody said that he got the wrong wristband. Yeah, and Shedeur, being the class act that he is, said, you know what, maybe that's me. Maybe I forgot it. No. We know that there are people that get paid far more than I do at my job and all my coworkers combined to make sure that those wristbands got the right shit on them. So, yeah. Nevertheless, Bills beat the Browns 23-20. I know one thing, they better stop setting that kid up to fail. They try and get out of paying him that large contract. Because if he performs and he proves that he's a first round talent, then you would have to pay him that. You would have to pay him the amount that he lost because the league wanted to teach him a lesson. That's what I believe. Nobody can change my mind. So don't even try. Next, LA Chargers versus the Dallas Cowboys. Chargers beat the Cowboys 34-17. I believe this was the game that officially eliminated the Cowboys from playoff contention because they just can't catch anybody. So, yeah. Justin Herbert was 23 for 29, 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Dak 21 for 30, 244, and 2 touchdowns. Okay, Marion Hampton 85 yards. 85 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Quentin Johnson, 4 receptions for 104 yards and 1 touchdown. And this is the thing about Quentin Johnson. He'll have one game where he balls out, maybe 2. He was getting a lot of love in the beginning of the season. But nah. What's this? Game 1, Kansas City. Then it lost. He had 79 yards. Las Vegas, he had 71 yards. Denver, he had 89 yards. New York Giants, he had 98 yards. Then his production just slowly went down. And he was getting touchdowns here and there, but still. So if you really drafted him for a fantasy team, it's no real question or no real certainty that he's gonna be a breakout. Let's see. Speaking of guaranteed breakouts, George Pickens, 7 receptions for 130 yards, 1 touchdown. So yeah, Chargers beat the Cowboys 34-17. Next, New York Jets versus the New Orleans Saints. And Saints got beat up on somebody. I don't care who they do as long as it's not us. Saints beat the Jets 29-6. Next, Minnesota Vikings versus the New York Giants. The Vikings beat the Giants 16-13. And look, let me tell you, I don't know what is going on with Justin Jefferson, but this is the first time that in a few weeks that he's been up this high. Oh, look at that. Him and Aaron Jones got the same number of yards. 85. 1 rushing, 1 receiving. J.J. McCarthy, it looks like the majority of those 85 yards was from it looks like those yards was actually the majority of J.J. McCarthy's 108-yard passing game. Let's see if there are any stats. Or did he get hurt? Because I see there are 2 people here. Max Bosmer. He injured his hand. Okay. But still. Yeah, Vikings. Let's see. The Vikings beat the Giants 16-13. Next, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, Kansas City devastated, not only from the injury to Patrick Mahomes, but that they have mathematically been eliminated from playoff contention, right along with the Cowboys. So, yeah, Tennessee beat the Chiefs 26-9. Next, Cincinnati Bengals versus the Miami Dolphins. Look, Joe Burrow is trying to get on the team next year. Yeah. Bengals beat the Dolphins 45-21. Yeah, Joe Burrow showing off his skills. 25 for 32, 309 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 146.5 quarterback rating. Let's see. Quinn Ewers, 20 for 30, 260 yards passing, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Okay. Yeah. I don't care how many yards you get passing, but 2 interceptions, that's good for my defense. Yep. All right. Bengals beat the Dolphins 45-21. Next, Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Denver Broncos. Let's see. Jaguars beat the Broncos 34-20. Anything noteworthy in this game? Yeah. Trevor Lawrence, remember he's a first overall pick. Bo Nix being a superstar. So, yeah. Jaguars 34, Broncos 20. Next, we got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Arizona Cardinals. Falcons beat the Cardinals 26-19, and that's good. Yeah, Bijan helped run them to victory. In front of his parents. His parents came to the game. They look like parents that would go that have gone to little league games and would yell their kid's name or whatever the case. Of course, nowadays that is heavily discouraged against in certain communities. But me, I don't give a fuck. I am going to cheer. Fuck you. I'm gonna cheer for my nephew. That's right. All right. Now, rounding off Sunday afternoon games, Las Vegas Raiders versus the Houston Texans. Texans beat the Raiders 23-21. Yeah, so the Texans have put together a nice little string of games since we beat them early on in the season. So yeah, the Texans is a playoff caliber team. Let me check the wild cards real quick. Oh my God, come on now. There we go. Fat fingers, man. AFC wild card. Yep. Houston, the Texans got the final slot. So, all right. So yeah, those are my thoughts of the Sunday night game or Sunday afternoon games. Put your comments in the comment section down below. What did you think? How did your team perform? Have I yet to break it down yet? If not, put your comments in the comment section down below. We can chop it up and start this conversation, and then come over to the other video, the primetime video, and then we can continue the conversation there. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.